everybody? It's your main guy, Mr. E the Motivator, and we are here. Yes, it is the first Tuesday of the year 2015. Remember, this won't happen ever again in the history of your lifetime, so make sure, and I hope that you have made the most of it, man. Welcome to Live from the Edu-Dome. We are here in the Mr. E offices, man, and today I'm going to give you just a few tips. I'm going to keep it real easy. We're not going to sit here and run my mouth for, 25, 35 minutes. No. We're going to keep it cool. We're going to keep it cool. I just want to talk to you about a couple of things. Today, we're going to talk about healthy living. All right. Healthy living, man. And on my blog, Mr. E the Motivator presents Empowering Perspectives. I have 3 posts about healthy living. The first one is about exercise. Exercise is extremely important for your life. I understand, we have gym class and, especially if you're in the elementary school, the coach brings you in there, he has you doing all these exercises and you might think that it's a waste of time, but exercise is a main component, not just for being healthy, but for your mind being prepared for the day that's ahead. Like you can look at millionaires and very successful people. They exercise every day. They find that 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes every day to get some exercise in, man. But for just a regular Joe Schmo like you and I, we don't necessarily we're not able to find that time, but we have to find ways to help ourselves, right? We have to be able to get in the groove and stay in the groove of exercising each and every day. So here's how I did it. And you can check this out on my blog. It's Mr. E the Motivator presents Empowering Perspective. That's a WordPress blog. If you go on to Google and do a search for it, type in Mr. E the Motivator in Google or type in Mr. E the Motivator presents Empowering Perspectives and you can find it there. But for me, I had to trick myself into staying accountable for exercise because that's the main thing. You can start, but once you get going, it's hard to keep doing it because your body starts to hurt, your muscle starts to hurt, and when your brain feels that pain, your brain says, "Look, we're good. I think we're good. We can sit out this one, right?" We can sit out this round. We don't have to exercise anymore because the muscles, they need to get better. But you have to tell your brain, like, no brain, we're going to do this every day. So what helped me out a lot was that I had to find some people to exercise with. And the interesting thing is that I don't see these people every time I exercise. These are just some friends some fraternity brothers, some good friends from back in the day. And it's just a crew of regular Joe Schmoes. And all we do is just we hold ourselves accountable to one another to exercise. We get on Facebook. We use our technology. We get on Facebook and we get on Twitter and wherever, and we post pictures of our workouts. And as we post those pictures, we kind of high five each other, virtually high five each other, saying, "Good job, man. You're doing what you said you're going to do, man. Keep it up, man. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Keep pushing. Keep going. Keep going." And there's several of us, Shayon, Larry, Waleed, Nick. It's just a bunch of folks. And there's some ladies in there too that just all we just hold each other up and we keep ourselves accountable. But that's how I started. But you can see a little bit of that on the blog. We also hike Stone Mountain every Saturday. And for those of you that say, "Oh man, that sounds expensive," it's really not, because once you buy a yearly pass, you'll pay for your yearly pass in 3 visits. So ask your parents to get a yearly pass to Stone Mountain, and maybe I can see you if you're in Georgia, and we can climb the mountain together. You dig? So another blog post that I wrote was about the 20s. This is a little exercise routine I do called the 20s, where if I wake up in the morning, I want to get a nice little workout in, just a really quick something. It's nothing special, nothing spectacular, but I call it the 20s. And what I do is I just find different exercises and I do 20 repetitions of them. So a basic exercise would be 20 push-ups, 20 leg lifts, 20 run unders, or mountain climbers, 20 dips, 20 squats, and a 1 minute and 20-second plank. Half plank where you're on your elbows, a half plank, not a plank. And it burns, believe me, it burns, but that's something that you can do every day. It doesn't take a long time. It may be 10, 15 minutes, and it gives you a nice start. So look into doing the 20s. Matter of fact, make up your own. You can make up your own 20s exercise and send it to me. You can find me on the website. At the very bottom of my website, I have a contacts page, and you can just type it in. Hey, Mr. E, I did my 20s. I did push-ups. I did some leg lifts. I did this. I did that. And I'll shout you out, man, because it's really cool. Now, the third one that I did, this is very important also. I just released it today. Today is January the 6th on the blog. It's about 4 steps to meditation. Now, meditation, ladies and gentlemen, is a very important piece to success. And you don't hear a lot of people talk about meditation very much, but meditation is a powerful, powerful and calming activity for you to do every day. Now, let me walk you through how to meditate. I'll give you 4 steps, all right, on how to meditate. It's not hard to do at all. It's very simple. So let's walk through it. Step number 1, you want to make sure that you find an area that is comfortable, that is cool, that is that is dimly lit, and that is fairly quiet. If you want to add some music, some soft music, not anything that's banging, no hard rock and roll, no rap music, and nothing like that, but just some sounds. If it's water running, and it's all about peace, if you want to have just some nice flute playing softly in the background, it's cool. So that's step number 1. Find you an area to meditate. Number 2, you want to sit with your legs crossed, and you want your hands to either be in your lap or on your legs in a relaxed position, or you can gently cross your fingers right in front of you, okay? And then you close your eyes. So now, step 3 is you close your eyes, and what you're doing when your eyes are closed, you're basically clearing your mind. This is what you're doing. You are erasing thoughts and activities that keep your brain running and spinning and flying all around all day. You take those things and erase them. You just put them aside for that period of time. Okay? But naturally, this is not easy to do. Because if you sit still, cross your fingers, and close your eyes, the only thing that's left are your thoughts. So what you have to do from that point is think about what's happening with you at that moment. A good way to do it is to focus on your breathing. To help you focus on the breathing, as a matter of fact, you can just say to yourself, inhale as you breathe in and exhale as you breathe out. That will help you focus on your breathing, which will push other thoughts away. The better you get at this, the longer you do it. Now, in step 4, of course, again, your thoughts are going to come rushing back. Oh, but I have to do this. Or wait a minute. Or what was this happening? You remember when such and such did that? No. Every time it happens, and this is the work of meditation, the focus part, because those thoughts are going to keep coming, and you have to continue to go back to breathing. Come back to inhale and exhale. Now, those are 4 very simple steps. I meditate for about 15 minutes right now. That's a long time to be sitting still, but it's not easy to do. But I didn't start there. I started with like 5 minutes where I'm in silence, or if there's some music playing, I'm just sitting, being still. It started with 5. Then I grew it to 10. And now I'm at around 15, where I sit, I be still, I focus on my breathing, and I live in the moment. Now, another thing to focus on while you're meditating are what your senses are experiencing in your meditation. That'll help push those wayward thoughts away. What are the things that you hear? You might hear the air conditioning blowing in the back. You might hear cars driving by outside. You may hear some people talking in the other room, but just focus on what's happening to you at that moment. What are you feeling? You might feel your leg muscles tense up. You may feel a tingle going down your spine. You may feel the breath from your inhaling and exhaling hitting the top of your hands. And this is really cool, just to be in that moment with a clear mind, and it will help you center your life. And it's a very important thing. You could do the research. If you look on Google and say, famous people that meditate, and you'll find a long list of people that find 20 minutes out of their day to do it. So maybe this is something that you can try in class. Ask your teachers if we can take 5 minutes to meditate. Do it in the morning, first thing. 5 minutes. You can find 5 minutes, I'm sure. Instead of doing a bell ringer, let's meditate for 5 minutes. Let's clear all our minds, because schools are active. There's a lot of things going on. How about you take 5 minutes to meditate? After you meditate for 5 minutes, how about you do a round of 20s? Do 20 push-ups, 20 leg lifts, 20 mountain climbers, 20 squats, and then get to work. Imagine how productive your day will be then, when you've gotten that little bit of energy out, initial energy out in the morning. All right. Tell me about it. You can always find me at www.mrethemotivator.com. I love talking to you. Oh, wait a minute. Teachers, schools, students, spring dates are open. Matter of fact, 2015 dates are open. You can start booking Mr. E to come to your schools right now. Listen, I have 2 in my queue. I'm looking at my computer. I have 2 bookings that I'm going to be following up on right now that want me to come out in the spring. Get your dates, because this year is going to be a very special year, especially in the state of Georgia, because we have a new assessment called the Georgia Milestones. And I know schools are going to be very interested in having me come out and get their kids ready, because this test is going to be a lot different than the CRCT, which is the old assessment. This test is going to ask our kids to do more things to prove that they know what they mean when they answer a certain way. So we have to step up our motivation game and make sure that the kids are more than ready, more than pumped. They're overly prepared to knock the milestones out of the park. So to get with your teachers, get with your principals and say, listen, we need Mr. E, because, hey, you do, and I don't mind coming. But of course, I have a bunch of other free stuff. Of course, with this podcast, I have on Spreaker.com, you get the podcast for free. You have a blog. I'm blogging every day. A new article is coming out. You have that absolutely free. I also have the Motivator magazine, which is on Flipboard. It's curated, so you can, articles that I see that I feel be beneficial for you, whether you are in elementary school, middle school, or high school. Articles from all over the place, from the popular websites, and even from my blog and other people's blogs. It's a great read just to have and just to flip through if you need something to read. If you're using your technology in your classes, go ahead and check it out. All of those things on my webpage at www.mrethemotivator.com. Catch me tomorrow. I will be on Spreaker again with my good friend, Mr. Bob Mackey. We will be hosting the Liftoff, where we talk about some social activities and give our opinions from a more adult perspective. And as always, this coming Friday, we have Fridays with JJ, my main man. It is always fun, and that'll be there for you Friday. So stay tuned in. Keep checking in to Live from the Edu-Dome with Mr. E, Fridays with JJ, and Wednesdays, the Liftoff with Mr. Bob Mackey. Check out all the other stuff, man. I appreciate your time. Teachers, thank you for clicking the link, and thank you for having me in your classroom today. If there's any way I can help you, please feel free to email me at mrethemotivator@gmail.com. With that being said, that's my time, everybody. You have a great rest of the day. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.